Hello, Channel 13. Break, break.
Well, someone's here.
Yep. Yeah, I just got done dinner. But yeah, Joker's here.
So did you get hit with that storm?
I was at work coming home from King of Prussia when that storm kind of rolled through that area. It got bad, but not super bad. And the wife was home today. She said we didn't get hit that hard.
Yeah, the trees were flying around, and I was thinking, oh man, I'm going to have to clean up a mess. But I guess it was not as strong as what I thought.
Yeah, I was looking at the weather forecast and stuff, and it looked like we were gonna get nailed. And then it seemed like it turned southeast. But yeah, I wonder if people are doing tree cleanup or lost power. I wonder if that's why people aren't on.
Yeah, I was watching my antenna. It was kind of bending over. But hey, it's working.
It's working, driver.
I just discovered that my car has a USB slot for media. So I'm making I can't say a mixtape anymore, a mix USB, a mix stick. Yeah, there you
go. Mixed stick.
How else would you describe it, right?
Yeah, I guess there's no other way. It's a memory stick and you're making a mix on it. So it's a mix stick.
Yeah, I found some old 80s stuff, so, when I'm in my car, it's in my head.
How long have you had the car that you just figured it out has a USB?
I'm not telling you. Because I'm embarrassed that I thought, and I even saw that it had an auxiliary, like an 8-inch plug, stereo plug, and I was plugging in my little MP3 player to that, and then I discovered, I'm looking around, it's like, hey, wait a minute. I thought maybe they were just for charging, but nope.
Well, I won't judge then.
So now I don't need that 8-inch cord, and I don't need the MP3 player because, now I'm experimenting now to see how big, because I'm starting out with 32 gigs, and then I'm going to go up to 64 to see if it'll take it.
Yeah, that's right, because certain things have certain thresholds on how much data they can read. Yeah, my show truck, I just put a new stereo in it over the winter, and that has a USB slot on it. No CD player, which, you know what, I used to keep CDs in that truck. Well, that truck used to be my daily driver, so I always had discs in it. I had a 6-disc changer in it, but I'm like, I don't really carry CDs anymore. So I got one, no CD player, but it has the USB on it. I was looking on Amazon. They sell these really nice little, very flush looking USB sticks. So I want to get one of them and load it up with music.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Now my truck is a 2018, and it has a CD player, and it'll actually read MP3 CDs. And I started that with it doesn't take DVDs though, so I went to the 650 meg CD, and that's a lot of music, 650 meg, but that does not have a USB, but that'll play. How about that? That's kind of strange.
2018, that was kind of that transitioning period where vehicles were starting to not have CD players and stuff like that. My 2016 Ford had, I think that had a USB port, but that USB port I don't think was a data port. It was just a charging port, but it did have it had a CD player. Oh, it had Ford Sync in it, so it was all through Bluetooth, which that system is terrible. I could hardly ever get it to work.
I remember at one time they started putting in like hard drives in cars, and then you would put a CD in there, and it would copy it to that hard drive system, and you had your music on the go.
I don't remember that, but that is interesting.
Yeah, that was a feature that they had, and like you said, it was probably like in between, right when CDs were at their most, popular, but people that didn't want to bring around CDs because it was at the most, 19 songs or something like that. So you need more variety. 19 songs, and it's a pain in the butt. So, CDs get ruined if you leave them on the dashboard, too.
Yeah, especially a burnt CD, because a burnt CD is photosensitive, so that will get burned out. I wonder if the music company put an end to that. Because do you know, like Sony and Panasonic, Memorex, people who make blank media, every year they have to pay ASCAP and BMI a certain amount of money.
Yeah, well, that's a bunch of crap. But, I have friends who are musicians, and they're like, oh, yep, they better be a member of, We Can't Play, because they don't play all their own songs, they have to play a couple filler, cover songs.
Well, yeah, they once cassette tapes became popular and you could transfer and copy music, the record companies made a stink. So every year they do like a percentage loss on how much music would be shared and or stolen. This is way before LimeWire and Napster and all that stuff happened. So yeah, they came up with a figure. So every year those companies pay the music industry.
Well, that's a crime. That's all I can say. And I had software that could copy any CD or DVD, and they were going along pretty well, and then they lost their court case, and they were from Canada, I believe. And they lost their court case, but they left the servers up there, so when you pop the CD in, it still would allow it to install on your machine. So they had to stop selling the software.
Yeah, I think I have one of those softwares down on my. I still own a PC in my studio. It's my first recording computer. It's an old Windows XP machine, and I have a. They had Clone Copies CD or something?
Yes. DVD 1, 2, 3, maybe. I'm not 100% sure. There used to be, I haven't checked recently, but there was one called Flyfox, and you can copy everything to a hard drive, and it would basically create a disk image, so you could pop a DVD in there, and it would create a disk image of that DVD onto a hard drive, so you could take a portable drive with you everywhere and watch all your favorite movies.
Yeah, 10-4. How's your noise level tonight? Everything's pretty noisy tonight.
I got about a 3.5 of noise. I moved my configuration around a little bit, thinking I'm going to get rid of that darn sweeping sound, but to no avail.
Yeah, I'm looking at my meter. I guess I have about 2 or 3. It's just I'm between 2 and 3 on the noise. It's just everything seems very noisy tonight.
Well, yeah, you got a storm overhead, and there's still a storm out west coming east, and to the south of us. Yeah, there's atmospheric conditions so bad.
Yeah, that's right. I'm looking at my windows right now. It doesn't look that bad. It just looks like cloudy, but yeah, I guess we have atmospheric conditions.
Sometimes it could be good. You can shoot skips, but I was watching the news, and I thought this was pretty funny where I think it was a school board member commented on a student and said that she was hot, and he put his arm around her, giving her a compliment. Now he's charged with abuse.
Well, I'm gonna let that one simmer, but we're in a bad state. So I went to vote last night. I don't want to drive the taxi off the cliff here, but I went to vote last night, and apparently my affiliation has changed, and I'm now a no affiliate.
Well, what were you last time? Maybe they didn't record it.
I've been the same party for quite a few years now. I started off as one party, then I grew up and got wiser, and then I was like, all right, I'm just going to be independent. And then quite a few years ago, I went to vote. Probably 8 years ago or so, I went to vote in the the primaries and stuff that independents in Pennsylvania can't vote in. And they're like, oh, you're an independent, you can't vote. So I was like, all right. So then I changed my party. We're probably talking 8 years ago I changed my party.
I think, like the Green Party, what's the other one, that anyone can vote?
Well, I'm definitely one of the major parties, one of the two. But, yeah, I was just so taken back where I'm like, wait a minute, I lost my affiliation? How does that happen? Is there some tomfoolery going on? So I had to fill out a paper ballot, and I'm walking by the guy with that you would put the ballot in at the end, who had the stickers, and I'm like, yo, can I get a sticker that says I kind of voted?
Yeah, listen, when I voted the last presidential election, they didn't even have a record of me being in the district or whatever you want to call it. I'm like, here's my license, here's my driver's license, you see the address on there, and I had to fill out a paper, and that's how they scanned it in.
Tomfoolery, I tell you.
Maybe I should just vote like all the other criminals, through the mail.
You're right.
I just think that's a bunch of sports baloney. Only in this state will they allow that kind of crap. Well, Democratic states.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. People that are in the military, people that are out of the country, disabled people, I'm not against that. If you have different circumstances, I'm fine with that. Just not everybody. Like, come on, you can get out of the house and go to the grocery store or go do stuff you want to do once every 4 years. You can get your butt to the polling place.
I am of the opinion that Election Day should be a holiday, so there is no excuse. There's literally no excuse. I gotta work, that kind of stuff.
I won't disagree there. Yeah, I think most people should be able to take, and or if they have a job that doesn't close down, like, you can't close gas stations and everything else down. But you should be able to take a certain amount of time leave and not get penalized for it.
Yeah, paid holiday. Or a paid 4-hour stint or something like that.
What's a paid holiday?
Well, I used to get them. I'm done with all that happy horse shit. Oops. Sorry, pardon the slip. But anyway, Yeah, I still think it should be some sort of recognition that, you're allowed to go there if that's where you're going, and then they give you some kind of proof, stamp your hand or something, I don't know.
Yeah, you'll still have people abuse it to get out of work. But no, I agree. I think it should be more, it's so important that I think there should be provisions made for everybody being able to get there.
Well, you know what they'll argue. Oh, this is going to disenfranchise the voters.
10-4. Yeah, not that I don't enjoy talking to you, but I hope other people come in because my thought processes lately. I don't want to take the taxi off the cliff with with more discussion that I have on my mind.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to continue my recording or copying to my drive and see what I can come up with. We're going to be listening.
10-4. Make sure you download some Casey Kason's greatest hits.
They stopped LimeWire, but, the Internet Archive has, 40,000 times more. Alrighty, we'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah, 10-4. I mean, the Internet is a wild, wild west anymore with that type of stuff. You can get anything anywhere. But, yeah, I'll be listening. I'll keep breaking in every so often to see if anybody's out there listening. 8:26 Classic Radio Roundup.
Where's everybody at, Breaker?
Well, Joker's here. Whitebuster's listening in. Yeah, we were chatting a bit, but waiting for other people to come in. I was wondering if some people lost power or had to take cover because of the storm.
Yeah, I don't know. How about that? Well, I can't really tell you. Yeah, surprise, surprise. The storm's all over. That's gone. That's behind us now.
It's in the rear view mirror. Yep. What are you on tonight?
I am on my Kenwood TS2000.
10-4. Sounds good.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I was expecting to hear people there, but I guess not. Very interesting. I went to the other bands too, but I didn't hear nobody there.
Yeah, that was my other thought, is people were making their way up, because it is 8:29 Classic Radio Roundup. But yeah, I'm just wondering if people have power issues, because coming home from work tonight, I saw a bunch of generators sitting near traffic lights. So there is quite a few areas, I think, right now without power.
Ah, okay. How about that? See, I didn't think we got any boomers. I did hear a little bit of rumbling, but nothing major. But I unplugged anyway when we first seen it was coming in. But yeah, how about that? Well, I guess some folks got it worse than others. That's interesting. Oh well, hey, you're sounding good too, by the way, I might add.
No, thank you. Yeah, I'm just on my good old little TRC 427. Yeah, I think it was the wind more than anything, because my ride home, there was a lot of debris in the roads.
Oh, wow. That's kind of odd, too, because we didn't get much wind. We did pick up maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. But it came down hard when it came down. So, yeah. But I didn't see a whole lot of wind going on.
I had one of my little handhelds with me tonight coming home, my little GMRS radio that has no weather forecast on it. And listening to it, it sounded like it went more southeast than it was supposed to. So who knows?
Well, I know one thing. We got people in Skipland in there. Oh my God, they're cooking away.
Yeah, I was saying to Bite Buster earlier that my radio is just noisy, just very staticky. I got home, fired everything up, had to make dinner with the wife, and while I was turning on, I was kind of flipping through the dials, and from here down, I didn't go up any higher than 13, but yeah, I heard a lot of Skipland.
How about that? I didn't realize I had my processor on, so I just turned it off. I don't know if that made a difference or not, but I usually don't run a processor, but somehow I guess I was punching buttons there, and it kind of got activated somehow or other.
It still sounds good. It sounded good before, too. I don't know if maybe a little bit less bassy, maybe?
Oh, less bassy when I had it on, probably?
I think right now you sound less bassy.
Oh, how about that? Let me hit it real quick here. I'll put it on when I'm talking to you there. There you go. I put it on now, so if there's any difference, you probably hear it, and then I'm going to turn it off and then go the other way. There you go. So anyway, if there is a difference, there is. If there isn't, there isn't.
Okay, yeah, I was wrong. You were actually right now it's smoother. When it was on, it was a little more of the mid-range higher.
Yeah, I had 2 meters come in there with you. That's one of the disadvantages about having 2 radios in one. And actually it was Gumby that stepped on you, but not on this frequency. So I take it I'll just say it this way. Right now it's smoother.
Smoother, definitely. Yep.
There you go. That's what I'm after. I like the old rag chewing there. Yeah, how about that, boy? That's something. I'm really shocked. I did text Train because he texted me earlier and said they were going to be selling so, but I don't know. But so I'll text him and see what's going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say just a little after 8:30. These usually been later anyway lately.
Yeah, my understanding them guys were up on 29 megs though earlier, about an hour ago actually. I was in the middle of TV, so I didn't get in there. And that's why I'm kind of surprised nobody's up there or down here or whatever. Usually those guys will be up there until it's 8 o'clock, then they'll drop down here for Classic, but it is possible that they may have some strange conditions.
Or Pete, unfortunately, had more trees come down.
Yeah, I was thinking that too as well. That is a good possibility. Won't be his first rodeo with that tree.
Negative. Yeah, I love living in the woods. You know, I love trees and all that stuff, but around my house, I'm to the point now where I don't want trees around me. They're a pain.
Yeah, but they're nice when you need them for wires to put antennas up. It's nice to have, you know. So you got to give and take when it comes to that.
Yeah, I do have 2 large trees in my backyard. The one right behind my radio room here, I could do something and run it into the back window if I needed to. But the other one's a little too far away for me.
Ah, yeah. Understood. But until you get involved with all the wires and all that going on up there, you kind of appreciate it. Like I got my real tall trees are dying. You know, it's just they're so old, but you know they're up there around the 100-foot mark. So I kind of appreciate that and use them. But once they start tumbling down, then I got to scratch my head and reconfigure everything.
Well, just have a crew come out and clear all the branches off of it, so you just have a stick that's less likely to fall.
Yep. Hey, you do what you got to do. That's all there is to it, you know. And sometimes they get quite creative and come up with. The thing of it is, I don't want to have to change my feed point because that's a whole underground situation, and that's just more work. I don't want more work.
More work. More work, less funner. Well, with that being said, I'll be right back. I have to go 10-100.
Okie dokie. We'll catch you later on there. Old JR. Standing by.
Evening time, Channel 13.
Well, looky. Good evening time, Goose. What's going down?
Not much, you?
Nah, nothing. I just got in here. Really, it was only me and Joker so far. Maybe, I don't know if Wayne's listening or not, but other than that, it's kind of light.
Wait, no Pete? Oh my goodness. No Sandbagger?
Nah, not that I know of. Pete was on the radio about an hour ago on a different band, but he's no longer there, and I don't know where he's at now, so I think Joker hit it on the head. They might have got issues with trees or power outage or something.
I was going to say that if I got no power. Toby Goose coming around and borrowing my generator.
Well, I think you ought to get one of them crank-up radios. You know, you wind it up, and then you take the mic and say one sentence, then you got to wind it up again.
Yeah, that'll keep him busy. He can sit there and whine as he's talking.
That's a true radio operator there. Now, that's funny, though. You think about that. If you see the old what do you call them, war pictures and whatnot, you see them guys, and they go to fire up the radio, that's what they do. They got to wind it up to make it work.
Yeah, like the old stereo system. You gotta wind it up and listen to their album. They come through that big horn. Remember those, don't you? The turntable, you had a crank. You gotta sit there and whine it. Then you drop the needle down on the album, and you got that big horn coming off of it.
Well, yeah, the old Victrolas, yeah, but that's all recorded. But you got to do that with them radios that transmit. It charges up, I guess, a capacitor in the unit. Hello there, Mr. Train. I was wondering where you guys were. What happened? Power outage?
No, in fact, hello out there, Goose. Hello, JR. We paused for the cause. I went to get something to eat. Cantankerous Pete went to set up for Classic Radio Roundup. Maybe he got waylaid, I don't know. But, yeah, I just came back into the shack. Hopefully, this thing is working.
It's working, I hear you.
All right, what's going on there, Goose? Goose, check your meter. I want to know something. Check your meter, and see what I give you.
Why, my meter broken?
No, I got that little amp that Bagger fixed for me, and I want to turn it off. But I need to know what your meter reading is right now.
You're right next to my 20. So yeah, I'm gonna have to turn down my arcane so I can see a big difference. But I'm gonna see what it does as you kick it on and you're next to my 20.
All right, so right now I'm next to your 20, or are you going to back it down to 9 or whatever? Tell me.
I'm gonna see what you do here, and then I'll back it down.
I thought I was the one that's supposed to back it down, yeah. But anyhow, yeah, I just needed to know right now it's on. And it's in transmit mode. And I want to turn it off, all right? So what is it now?
20 pounds. Give me that key. I'm gonna turn my arcane down.
All right, there we are. There's your dead key. Is that dead enough?
Do it one more time. That's weird. It looks like you're in the mobile. It's like I got you on the 5, but it's like moving back and forth on the
so that there is with the amp on. What number you got me at?
That's with the amp on?
Yes, sir.
And then was the amp on when I set the key to 5?
No, I haven't turned it off yet. I was waiting for you to tell me.
Alright, turn the amp off and then drop a dead key.
Alright, there it is with the amp off. And I just need to know.
Alright, now turn it on.
Alright, there it is with it on. And I just need to know.
Well, you're giving me a 5 with a dead key. Now you're on like my 10, right next to my 20 again.
So it was a 5 without the amp?
Yep, sir.
Alright, so that means it's working. He got it working. Yes, sir. This is the Alley Cat amplifier. I bought this thing off of Alley Cat. It's the only thing I got for his memory, man.
Yeah, I got an amp off of him too. Yeah. What kind of amp is it?
It's called a high gain afterburner. It's got 2 little tubes in it. And it's mint condition.
Righty. How many watts is it?
Yeah, it's not a whole lot. Bagger told me what he was able to get it to swing to, but let's see something here. I don't know what that equals to, though. Don't equal to much of nothing. But I'm pretty sure it could probably do 60 watts.
It probably does more than 60 watts. We jumped from a 5 to almost at 20. So yeah.
Sounding good here.
Got you, Joker?
Yep. Nice to hear other people coming in. First, it was just me and Bitebuster, and then JR joined in. I had to go out of the room for a moment, and I come back and I hear more voices.
Yeah, that's nice. I was on my way back. I went up to get me a little something to eat and nourish the body. Talk with the wife a little bit, and I said, you know what, I'll go ahead on back down. I could have done it from the bedroom, but I said, I think I'll go ahead on back out to the shack.
Studio B.
Hello, Joker.
Good evening. Nice to hear you guys tonight.
Anything new, Joker?
Oh, yeah.
Nope, I thought I heard another voice in there. I'll step back.
It was me. I was saying hello to you.
Oh, as soon as you unkeyed, I thought I heard somebody else come in.
Sorry.
I said, hail, the gang's all here.
Who is that? Is that Bitebuster?
Yes, sir.
So that means I'm making it up your way then. Come on.
Yeah, but you're not your usual self. I don't know if you heard that. You're not your usual self, though.
He says you're making it up there, but you're not your usual self. I think you sound pretty good tonight.
Some breaker out there.
Yeah, somebody's hollering for you, Goose, from Philadelphia. I'm going to stand by.
You sound for me down in Philadelphia. Some got no copy on me. Shame on that, no doubt.
Well, that's why he keep asking, where is the Goose? He can't hear you.
I guess not. He should be able to hear me. But again, I do got that hill towards Philadelphia.
Yeah, well, he covered up Bitebuster. Bitebuster trained on about the best he can. With this amplifier here, I don't know no more.
Now I know what I sound like to you guys.
Channel 13, Red Baron, right? Good evening, gentlemen. Glad you ready to rent us. I'm at that Philadelphia station. I'm not too far from there. I'm about 35 miles west. Red Baron, Downingtown, Woodland.
Good evening there, Red Baron, Downingtown. Joker says hi.
Yeah, I gotta come back on
Hey,
that.
Joker, you recording tonight?
Hey, Woodland. Good evening, gentlemen. I'll get back your way. And
that there, Red Baron. Well, nice to hear you. I'll let the other guys come in and say hi. And yes, I am recording tonight.
All right, hello there, Red Baron. Train waving a hand.
My train's in your voice out there, sounding crystal clear this evening.
I hope so, man. You know, I spent a whole lot of money getting this one together there, Red Baron.
I'll tell you, it sounds fantastic. It's on your site. Again, a lot of traffic out there. I don't want to pop things up. There was a gentleman from Philadelphia there trying, and I know what part of Philadelphia he's in. If he's in North Philly, you guys probably have a better shot. I know what part he's coming out. I just throw my hat in the ring. That's all.
Roger that. Yeah, he was calling for Goose. Where is the Goose? Where is the Goose? But the Goose didn't hear him. So I guess he moved on.
Good evening, Red Baron. Old JR saying hello. Howdy, howdy.
Hey, JR. Yeah, you're as always. Good evening for starting.
Hey, we got the rain I ordered. I ordered rain and we got it. Yeah, boy, the grass is going to grow wild now. I know you don't want it, but it's a-coming.
I need it for tomatoes, so I'm happy about it. A little bit happy about it, but like you just, said, holy smoke, it jumped out of the ground overnight.
Yeah, more so. But anyway, all right, I'll back it out. I just wanted to wave a hand there and tip my hat and all that good stuff. Good to hear you in there as always. Take care there, Red Baron. Your friend JR. Stand on the side.
Pleasant evening.
So JR was kind of hoping that you would have came up to 29. We was up there for almost an hour.
Yes, I did get your message, and I was involved in a movie I haven't seen for a while, and I liked it, so I said, nah, I'm gonna watch the rest of it. So yeah, I did get your message, and then I come in here. When I did come in, nobody was there. Nobody was there. And I'm like, nobody was down here besides Joker, myself, and Bite Buster, as he said. So yeah, I thought, oh man, what happened? Everybody got hit by electricity. Something's going on with Petey, I would imagine, if he was getting ready to come down here, because he didn't show, or maybe, he didn't show when I got in anyway.
Yeah, he said he was coming and everything, so you figure if he didn't make it, then he obviously got waylaid. The question is, where's Bagger today?
Yeah, no, I haven't heard him either, so I don't know. It's a mystery. What's that thing you always say there? Subjects may change to due to whatever, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, specifications are subject to change. Terms and conditions may apply. Printed copies are unavailable. Responsible rebuys are invited.
Only a guy who has his own business will remember that by heart. That makes me wonder.
You should hear the exclusive wall covering ad, man.
I can't imagine.
Did you know you could experience this same fine quality craftsmanship throughout the beauty of your entire place of business or home? That's right, and for a limited time only, Steve is available to the general public. Steve has been one of the finest names in the wall covering business throughout the greater Philadelphia and Delaware Valley. The Train family has been serving the area for more than 4 decades. That's a background of experience and a name that you can trust. Give us a call or visit us on the web at exclusivewallcovering.com.
Well, I'll be doggone, that almost makes me want to get my seats covered.
Should be on radio.
Yeah, how long it takes you to memorize all that?
I've been doing it since I was young.
It reminds me of 2 patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Well, you got that down pretty good.
I learned it when I was young.
So do I. Yeah, 2 all-beef patties.
Special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Do they still make the Big Mac?
I have no idea. Creed. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in years.
You know what we should do, Red Baron, man? We should go out and get ourselves some garbage, man. Yeah.
Ted for. I love laughing. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
I'm surprised about Classic Radio Roundup, man. The guys are not in here.
Just take your wheel of your automobile and swing on down to Ideal.
That's right. You're a poet and don't know it.
It's like Superman and Clark Kent. One guy's here, the other one isn't there. It's like, are you the same person?
Yeah, it's the same person. But you're not supposed to be able to figure that out, Mike.
You got me laughing. You're giving me crow's feet around my eyes. I appreciate it. Hola.
I do believe they got a cream for that. I forget what old lady was on there advertising that. You know, she was pretty wrinkly and all that, and yeah, put that around your eyeballs there or around your eyes. Yeah, them things will dissipate.
Yeah, I heard that too. My wife sells that Mary Kay stuff on the side, and you know what I use? Lemon and salt, and yeah, just lemon and salt mixture, and yeah, it helps a little bit, stings a little bit. I don't know, you know. I guess I'm making lemonade on my face or whatever, but I had some cancer surgery on my face from skin cancer, and I'm going to tell you, it's saving it all.
How you making out with that there, Red Baron? Is everything clear enough?
Yeah, not too bad. It got into my mouth, and I had a lot of stuff. That's why it was a few months there that I couldn't talk on the radio. That's why I was radio quiet. But we're doing okay over here. I appreciate your concern, but that's not the main point of the radio tonight. I like laughing.
And as for the crow's feet, I always thought that they added character, man. Never despise crow's feet. Crow's feet, they bring character, especially to a man's face. It's character. You know what I mean? Don't sweat it.
Yeah, I get that. Like Clint Eastwood always had them, but I also get the Clint Eastwood veins in my temple when I get upset. So but you know, I'm slowing down. You know, aren't we all?
Well, when you get the Clint Eastwood vein, you just tell him, man, I'm sporting my Eastwood vein.
There you go, there you go. All right, I heard that other guy hollering out there again out of Philadelphia for Goose. So I'm going to clear out of here. Not completely gone. I'm going to put it in and let somebody else get it.
Roger that. Yeah, I hear him too, but he can't seem to hear us. All right, I'm going to stand by. Train is on the side. Working this all-glass radio.
Oh boy. I forget that guy's handle. Hey, Goose, are you still in there, or did you disappear? Yeah, he disappeared. He did tell me there was going to be a new fellow there, and he gave me the handle, and I forget what it was.
Yeah, the guy was hollering and hollering and hollering, but he didn't seem to respond to none of us.
Yeah, I don't know what to call him, so I didn't yell for him. I didn't recall his handle. No, it wasn't Ola. No, don't know no Ola.
Yeah, JR, so the Alley Cat amplifier is working, driver. It's working.
I heard it. That's a good deal. I'm glad. I'm glad you got it working. That's awesome. Yeah, he'd be proud of you. There you go. Every time you use it, he's listening to you.
All right, I'll send you a picture of it.
I miss Alley Cat.
Yeah, we all do. That's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, go ahead. Send me a picture of it. I'd like to see. I'm trying to remember in my head exactly what it looks like there.
It's on its way, JR. I heard an audio clip from you, but it just said, "Where is everybody at?" Nobody around.
I know. That's all I could say.
I thought that audio clip was going to be busting me for something I did or didn't do. You know.
No, not at all. Boy, that's a nice looking piece. That really is. That's perfect. Yeah, good old Ed. Yep, I used to have something similar to that years and years and years ago, but it was a mobile unit. Actually, I think that had a adapter on the back you could use it for mobile or base. But it looked something similar to that, but not quite exactly. Nice job, nice piece.
Yeah, so I thought it was worth it to go ahead and have it fixed. You know, rather than to just, leave it sitting. I mean, he said he had it rebuilt when he first got it, or he did it himself, I don't know. And I sent it out, and I had it working for a while, and then it went bad. And I handed it over to Bagger around the same time that Goose gave him that piece to work on. And Bagger found that it was a tube that was shorted out. So he did that, and he also changed the little SSB capacitor. That's all he had to do, a tube and a capacitor. So $75 later, she's back on the air, and he told me to get a fan for it because it runs hot, but I don't know. It's all right now, and maybe I will get that fan that you set on top of it and just plug it in.
You can get one of them muffin fans to stick in there, and it can run off of the 110 supply. You could do that too. That way there, whenever you turn it on, boom, it's there.
Now, what is a muffin fan?
Oh, they come in different sizes. It's just a little plastic fan there. It looks like a computer fan.
All right, yeah. I do have one that runs off of one of them little USB power supply kind of thingies. Because I use it on the... in fact, Alley Cat was the one that set me on to it. But I don't know if I want to make that one leave Studio A, though. Man, that's the thing. If you want two things a day, you gotta buy it. Every time I turn around, I gotta buy something. Come on.
You guys hear Philadelphia out there?
Yeah, we did. We heard that guy from Philadelphia. You want to give him a shout?
Yeah, about it, Vinny. About a pickup truck, where you at? You guys hear him?
Yeah, pickup truck northeast Philadelphia getting down. Hey, his name is Vinny, Goose?
I forget what his handle is.
Hey, Vinny, you copy night train, Pottstown, PA? Hey, Vinny, you copy the night train, Pottstown, PA? He's talking. Vinny, you copy night train, Pottstown, Pennsylvania? He's talking to other people, Goose.
Here, let me give it a whirl there. Hey, pickup truck. I think that's what you said it was. Pickup truck down there in Philadelphia. You got a copy on old JR up here around Boyertown? Hey, pickup truck, you still in there?
He left. He had to go or something. I don't know. I just texted him, said you guys are calling him.
Yeah, I guess he left. I don't hear him no more.
Philadelphia's a tough spot for me. I don't make many contacts in Philadelphia.
Yeah, pickup truck was blowing in. Down Philly. I had a real good temporary fleet. Yeah, that's a shame. It seems like he had a big old amplifier, but he didn't seem to have the receiver to match it. No, I'm talking about Vinny.
Yeah, he couldn't hear me unless I turned on my A-pill. So I can't get over that dang hill.
So did you turn the 8-pill on, Goose?
I did, yeah.
You got his phone number?
Yeah, I just texted him. I said they're calling you. But I think he had to go. He was not answering the text. I think his wife wanted him. I don't know.
Well, if he was having fun, then chances are she did call him.
You're having fun? I'm not going to have that.
No, sirree.
Yeah, boy.
So this is the pay on right here. There you go, night train. That's on.
Oh, yeah, I can see it all on my meter and everything. Still nice and clear.
Roger. Yeah, that is a call built base 8-pill.
Roger that. Well, I'm working these two little sweet tubes, and I'm getting on down.
And I ain't telling y'all what I'm doing.
Yeah. You keep that to yourself.
I got a hamster in the wheel right here. He's running.
I like that. With this hamster, and I'm getting on down.
Getting on down.
Everybody's playing with their pops tonight.
That's like Donkey Stomper. That's what he says. Getting on down.
I gotta use the box behind the hill, or else nobody can hear me. Oh man, you're all distorted. Whoever that was.
It's man behind the hill. He's over driving. He does that from time to time.
You can turn your mic down there, Goose.
I was talking into it. Sorry, how is that better?
You can still turn it down a bit.
Alright, how is that? Hello.
Now you can turn it up just a smidge.
This thing's touchy, man. That's why I don't like this knob on here. It's just touchy. It needs to be a slider. That's what it needs to go back there, a slider.
10-4. You sound much better now. Before you were wearing me out.
Okay.
Alright, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go. You sound better there.
Copy of Red Baron.
That's a housekeeper. Every week she plays with us.
She's trying to talk to her relatives out there, I guess.
Yeah, she gets in there, she thinks she's got to dust everything and messes everything up.
Just put a towel over it.
I tried that. She stole the towel and run it through the washing machine.
Wait, do not touch.
Well, at least the radio still wasn't in it.
How about that goose? You got a copy of Red Baron in Downingtown?
Hey, Goose, you got the Red Baron trying to call you.
Hello, Red Baron. Yeah, I don't got a good grip on him tonight for some reason.
I got a poor copy. Sometimes it's strong, sometimes it's weak. He came in real clear and it kind of faded a little bit.
Yeah, you're coming in there at my, I got like a high noise level, and you're coming in there with it, so it's kind of hard to make out what you're saying.
Yeah, okay, all right. I won't interrupt anymore. Hey, thanks for the quick contact. I'm not minding a lot of power. I'm just playing around tonight. All right, hey, thanks for the reply, good sir. Have a pleasant evening.
But anyway, it's nice talking to you there, Red Baron. I just wish I could hear you. No doubt about it, but yeah, how you been, man? Well, I guess you can't answer because I can't really hear you. Same on it.
Yeah, that was muffled for me. Maybe it's on my end. I don't know. What do the journalist think? I just don't know.
Oh, no. Green Dog, good evening.
Trying to find my mute button. Hang on, I gotta... Alright, there we go. I had to back things down a little bit. How's it going, everybody?
Going good. Hey, remember, I think it was the other night we were talking about vinegar and, what was it, lemon, I think? Lemon juice?
Yeah, what was that for?
You were killing fly larvae. Remember that? No, you know what? I'm sorry. That was goose. Never mind.
Oh, man, you're getting about as bad as Goose.
Yeah, but the night somebody else said they were using it for the crow feet around their eyes. I got scratching my head.
Boy, that would really hurt. If you get it in your eyes.
That was Red Baron that was saying he does that.
Yeah, I know, but it made me think. I'm like, wow, it must have many uses.
There's a lot of medicine in nature.
Yeah, that's where you put it, it'll burn you. I forgot to shake up my dandelion root. What else do I got going on? That avocado seed and rubbing alcohol. I think that's almost ready.
Who sounds like me? And what are you going to use that for again?
Avocado seed and rubbing alcohol is supposed to be an instant pain reliever. Joints, whatever. Spray it on, let it soak into your skin. It's supposed to work instantly. I'll let you know.
Alright, you tell your wife I told her to break your arm, then let me know how it works out.
She can barely break a stick. She's not gonna break this piece of steel.
Yeah, what's going on, Green Dog?
Hello, Night Train.
We got classic radio. Long tails going, or tall tails going on tonight.
Yeah, that would be a tall tale.
Hello, Green Dog.
Hello out there, Goose. Yeah, I was starting to wonder, because I was in here backing for a little while. I was like, no Pete, no Bagger, and at first I didn't hear Goose, and I thought maybe they were having another party.
They ran out of ice cream.
Ice cream, ice cream. Everybody screams for ice cream.
Yeah, but now I see all the damage coming in, around Pottstown. I'm thinking that, I don't know, I've heard tale.
Hey, old Whiskey Charlie 338 Mojave Desert, California.
Hail, whatever.
Now, the one in Philadelphia, he goes by the Green Hornet or 714 pickup truck.
Did you hear anything about that train?
What?
Tornado touching down in your area?
No. Today?
How about a GX and more? Yeah, that's what Green Dog was saying. He says it's California. Waking up.
Yeah, you better be glad you didn't have that moonraker up there. We did get some heavy rains and et cetera, et cetera. But I think what we really got was all my plants watered.
50 miles north of Los Angeles, Mojave Desert. That's right. Nothing wrong with that. Same here. Same here. There's somebody out in the Mojave Desert there yelling.
Yeah, it was California's coming in.
Yeah, I heard him too.
I'll be back. I gotta take these aspirin, man.
You're on a great day. Short-lived, man. Another hour we'll be putting the charcoal briquettes in the dark there. Anyways, you take care and enjoy your evening there. I'll get back to you. I'm gone.
Yeah, his name is Billy Goat, but I don't have no big old amplifier, so I don't need me trying for him.
He was giving me a pretty good signal. His audio sounded really nice.
Yeah, but this thing ain't big at all, Joker. It's little. It's little. It don't have no big power. So I don't want to embarrass myself. JR got that big old dog out there, man, and I go to barking and carrying on, and then he go woof and blow me out of the yard.
You're all there chihuahuaing. Now, whatever you're running, I heard you were running Alley Cat stuff, but sounds good. Sounds really good. You can check it out tomorrow on the Joker 427 video gate.
All right, that's good. Well, just for the record, I'm running the Browning Mark 4A with the Alley Cat afterburner tube amplifiers, just 2 tubes. So it's all glass, just in case I listen to your gate. I want to know what it was that I was running that night.
10-4, and tonight I'm using my TRC 427 through my grandfather's old vintage CB radio speaker that he was apparently... I don't know if he made the enclosure or whatnot, but apparently this was a big deal when he made this thing, because it's got a big old magnet in the back. It's a pretty good sounding speaker.
Roger on that. Yeah, I like a good speaker. You know, when you have a good speaker working for you, it makes your whole radio sound 100% better.
Well, you guys will get to hear it tomorrow sometime on the Joker 427 video gate.
You gotta let me know, because I don't remember ever checking your gates out. But since you have one in there now, you need to let me know where to find it. You can send me the link or send me the information. You can text it to me.
Yeah, 10-4. I've never sent you a link to my video gates. Yeah, I got a lot up there. Not as many as Pete, but I got quite a few.
I'm pretty sure that you sent it to me, but it was probably over a year ago. And that would be a lot of text messages ago. I would have to scroll, baby, scroll.
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, I get too many text messages a day. I'm about ready to go to a flip phone or just a landline. Call me when I'm home.
Yeah, I don't know. It's done me a lot of good, even though the phone itself has gotten me into a lot of trouble. You know, the business has picked up since the smartphone days. You know, because I'm able to respond a whole lot more efficiently.
Well, with technology, there's always the goods and the bads. Moving forward isn't always progress, but or progress isn't always moving forward. I don't know which way you say that, but yeah, I guess it's all balancing it out and making it work for you with anything technology-wise.
Yeah, man. All right, well, let me step aside so others can talk. Train on the side.
10-4. I'll be listening in.
I just saw that Frank A. Smith flooded out.
What, over in Pottstown?
Yeah, the beer distributor. There's a picture of a bunch of bags of ice laying out in front of the building. Come get your free ice. He said, what, they lose power? He said, no, they flooded out.
I mean, we've had a lot of big storms come through that's flooded out that portion of Pottstown. I've never heard that place flood out.
Me neither. I lived there for 20 years plus.
Yeah, so you know, like the bridge between Stowe and Pottstown near the college, how bad that flooded out, and well, you know, the area, the park would flood out. Yeah, I never heard that area flood out.
I've seen a couple cars floating underneath that train bridge, yep. Throughout the years.
Yeah, back in the late 90s, I worked in Stowe. Well, mid-90s to the late 90s, I worked out in Stowe. And, yeah, I saw a bunch of fun things that way.
Some things I didn't want to see, like right up the road from that underpass. You know how they have that park there. Never mind. I got to keep it PC.
Yeah. I had to step away a little while ago when nobody else was on, and myself and White Buster were talking. And I was like, I don't want to drive the taxi off the cliff. I'm running out of things to say, so I want to step back. But I can imagine. I can imagine.
Dirty old man.
I wasn't the one performing the act. I just happened to be driving by and noticed this guy, and he was performing an act.
Anybody we know?
In the back of his little SUV with the hatch all the way up.
Well, if you're going to juggle, you got to have the back hatch open. You can't juggle with it closed.
Oh my goodness. You just gave that act a new definition. I wasn't doing that. Mom, I was juggling.
I'm here to entertain.
There's only one I can think of in an SUV.
No, it wasn't anybody that we knew. Wasn't nobody I knew.
At the time.
All right, well then, I'll stop guessing.
Guess.
You didn't know him at the time, but you became best friends later. All right, I'm going to step back.
I'm surprised that Sandbagger didn't show up.
Sandbagger and Pete.
We're thinking they're out of power.
It's a mystery.
Or they're having ice cream.
I told Stefan that, we were down here on Classic Radio Roundup. He said he was up on 40 meters.
Yeah, he likes doing that. He got his set schedule, and that's what he does.
Well, it's a little quieter.
Yeah, the noise levels went down too, and the lightning strikes are gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looked pretty clear. I don't know. They're saying tomorrow we're supposed to get like 80%, but I'm looking at the map and it's like spotty.
What kind of weather you guys got up there, Pipe Buster?
Well, right now it's nothing, but earlier we had high winds and a lot of rain.
Roger that, yeah. Yeah, my grass got water. I was going to cut it today, and that was it. I should have cut it just before it rained, but I didn't know it.
Well, it'll be stronger for the water, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be more work for me tomorrow than it would have been today.
We have to go over it twice.
There you go. Well, if it rains tomorrow, it can grow one more day. I don't care. We got the front cut, so it look good. Just don't peep in the back. That's all.
I always cut my front first as well.
Roger that.
You got to help the curb appeal. Cut the front first. Yeah. My mowing has become more and more of a pain. I think this year will finally be the year I buy a new mower.
My hand mower's in the shop. That thing was under warranty. At least it's supposed to be. They try to wiggle around that, but yeah, it's only on warranty if. And then all of a sudden there's rules and regulations. That's like that little thing that train says.
If I was to push mow my yard, it would probably take me about 3.5, 4 hours.
Roger on that. Yeah, I don't know. That's the way it used to be years ago, Joker. You had to rise up and be a man.
Yeah, I'll submit to defeat and say I don't want to be that man to mow my yard by hand. Pick your battles, and I'll pick that one.
It takes me like 2 hours with the rider mower.
Well, my mower, I got to get it started, then I got to fill the tires, and then, like every other mow, I got to weld something back together. So yeah, I'm usually about 2 hours or so, 2 or 3 hours.
I used to weed whack, and then I thought, I'm not doing that.
I got to weed whack my driveway, and I've let it go. So the next weed whack is probably going to be 1.5 to 2 hours to cut the edge back in along my driveway.
I just spray that ground clear around every place that I should be weed whacking.
Back in my day, I used pinking shears.
That's bad. That's like on hands and knees stuff.
Yeah, some of my boss's area, around my boss's property, he makes the landscapers not use weed whackers and hand trim.
Get the kind of...
Pull them out by hand. That's what we did.
Why is that, Joker?
Because he has very nice sidewalks, and they're a bright white, and he doesn't want the green, how weed whackers make that green markings on everything.
Yeah, he wants to keep it white.
Very particular. It looks great.
I believe it. Let's check on Goose. Goose, you still there?
Yeah, well, should be.
And Roger, somebody went on to another channel next door somewhere and started bleeding. Just now.
It wasn't me.
Oh, no, it wasn't you, man. It would be like Rooster or somebody like that. Either that or a trucker passing through.
Roger.
South of the border in there. I don't know if you guys hear that or not.
Yeah, 714 pickup truck, and he had to go 10-7. Yeah, he couldn't stay on there too long.
So the pickup truck is his handle?
Yeah, or the Green Hornet.
Roger that.
He'll be out here probably next Wednesday. I told him to be out here at 8 o'clock. It's like naming your...
He probably was, but there wasn't nobody here.
Maybe. Well, Joker said he was out here. Him and somebody. Only two of them. Joker, what time did you get on?
Yeah, they were truckers that was bleeding me over.
Truckers. Hey there, Night Train. This is the Echo Max 2000. This microphone right here.
It sounds pretty good. It sounds nice and clear.
Yeah, I had to fix it. Well, I had to fix the lock key, and I had to wire it up for my radio. There was no plug on it. So I put a plug on it, fixed the lock key, put a battery in it, and she fired right up.
How long have you been using it?
Last couple of days. I think I fixed it last week, or the weekend maybe. I don't remember when I fixed this thing.
You know, it sounds pretty good to me. Up here, it sounds nice.
It was kind of dirty. I cleaned it up. Now she looks brand new.
It's funny, you know, I have trouble distinguishing the Echo Max, and there's another one that kind of look like it. I don't know which one is which.
The Echo Max 2000 is a lot bigger. It has a slider, 2 red buttons, and 2 knobs.
Alright, so that's not the one with the blue buttons, the one with the blue?
Yeah, it got blue buttons. The blue key-ups.
Alright.
You got 2 red buttons, a slider, 2 knobs for the echo and time, and 2 big blue buttons. Well, actually 1 big blue button and 1 small blue button.
Alright, yeah, I'm familiar with it then. I've seen them in my past. In fact, I had one, but it was all torn apart. I don't know if it came torn apart or just what the deal was on it. I never put it together, and I was thinking I never will put it together. So I think I had to close my eyes and throw it in the trash. You know how you get junk and you don't want to let it go?
I have a question for you.
Go ahead there, Bite Buster.
You know, when devices use batteries, say like a AAA battery, and you got that little spring on one end and a little chrome dot on the other end, what kind of a tool would you use to clean those, the corrosion off those things?
I don't know. I think that's when you use that vinegar. Vinegar and a toothbrush, man. Yeah. Vinegar, you know, neutralizes that acid and that corrosion. You know that, right?
Yeah, but, you know, does it conduct electricity? What happens if it gets in the device itself?
You don't supposed to put enough in it to make it go down.
Okay. I was thinking of taking a pencil and taking a little, like, emery board or something and cut it and put it on the eraser end of it, like glue it on there and then, you know, use that to, like, sand the little spring or sand that little chrome dot.
Yeah. But whatever you do, you can't use nothing too liquidy, no-how, but a little bit of vinegar will neutralize the acid.
Are you talking for, like, corroded batteries?
Not the battery itself, but the holder, the little case, you know.
Yeah, I just got done doing a whole fleet of Wii U controllers for the video game because they were stored, you know, with the batteries not taking them out of it. So we removed said batteries and vinegar and baking soda, and Q-tips.
You weren't worried about liquid getting inside?
Oh, I was, but we left them dry out, you know. I didn't saturate, though. That's why I like to use Q-tips. It holds just enough on there, and you can kind of control where it's going, and clean up is a little bit easier.
So you dip the Q-tip in the vinegar?
Vinegar and baking soda, yes.
comes the noise. Got 9 pounds of noise now.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I hate that noise.
What's even worse is
Because that wasn't even that bad. You're comparing it with my voice at near
You sounded 100% clearer than I did. Because I don't know, I didn't sound right on your recorder. But yeah, I mean, as long as you said I sound good, I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, what he was doing, he was comparing, my voice going into the phone talking to you, and then your voice coming out of a speaker.
Yeah.
But I do wish that I could sound like that every day. You know the way that thing sounded on the phone? Boy, if I could sound like that, that would be the ticket.
You do sound like that.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Even now?
Yeah.
I don't think it's that clear. That thing was clear, boy.
Yeah, you're clear. I mean, how much clearer do you want to be?
As clear as glass.
Well, you're clear as glass. Because you're clear.
I'm as clear as stained glass.
Roger with the glass. Let me put this ping in here one time for Joker before he stopped recording, so that we can prove that this is the Brownie. Oh man, that little tiny ping, that wasn't nothing.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It needed a little bit of help.
I like when it goes.
I like that little bing.
That's what he said.
No, this is actually set for a short ping because they could be annoying, but I did have them to leave a short ping in there for me. I don't want no long ping. That's a thing of the past.
just feedback.
And ping. One day.
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets, and I'm going to turn that off. Roger. Yeah.
Now, do you hear the ping?
Turn Roddy right on. Got him, Bigger. We got you. Go ahead.
Do you hear the ping when you key that thing up?
Yeah, I hear it now.
I'm talking about the smaller ping.
You mean my little ping here?
Yeah, do you hear that when you key up?
Yeah, it actually comes out of the speaker too. It could get you and it'll get the person that you're playing with.
Roger. Yeah, I'm waiting for that guy to start selling the ones that he has down there. Because he has like 20 of them. And I hope they all work. I mean, I don't care if it works or not. I just want one. I'll get it fixed.
Yeah, as long as you got somebody that can fix it, then they're worth having. Now, these I had them going over. I got new capacitors and, a tune-up and so forth and what have you. Yeah, I had it worked over because it was getting, it was over 40-something years old. My goodness, what was that, 1978?
Yeah, something like that. Now, what's the best one to get? Is it number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4?
40 years old. You're in the 80s now, buddy.
I think it's closer to 50 years old. I didn't do no math, though, Joker.
I'm 49. I was born in 77.
You was born in 77?
Roger that.
I was born in 65.
I was born in 57, Joker.
You're the oldest one.
Yeah, I'm an old head around here.
I was born in 51.
You said 51, Wayne?
Correct.
There's Wayne. Do we do a Wayne check tonight?
Squealed in me. Yes, sir. You got a big bad one.
I'm squealing?
Yeah, major squeal there, Wayne.
See, I can get that beep too.
Somebody's out there doing radio checks. Out in the distance, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. Yo, Joker, did he fall asleep? No, I'm just sitting here relaxing and listening to you guys singing and putting and farting and barking. Did you turn something down?
Squeal still in there?
What do you sound like? You noticed, huh? Yeah, I noticed, because you're not loud and proud like you usually are. You come...
Am I still squealing?
No, you're fine now, Wayne.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening, Wayne.
Hey, Joker. How you doing?
Good, man. Nice to hear you tonight.
I'd say good evening, but I know he can't hear me.
Whitebuster says, good evening there, Wayne.
Yeah, I'm a little late getting in here, but I'm here now.
Heard that.
Buster, do you hear Wayne?
A little bit, sure.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Wayne Buster's saying hello.
Hello, Buster. I can't hear you, but I guess you can hear me. Hello, Buster.
Yep, I can hear him. Just the opposite of an alligator station.
Stinger has one of them. What's that? Alligator Station. Surprised he's not in here tonight. He's just going to put his antenna up today. And I told him, no you're not, you're going to go home. You're going to sit on that couch and fall asleep. It ain't going up. I won't see that thing go up till next summer. So you're like telling me he's a professional potato couch? Yeah.
Goose, who was that other guy you was talking to that didn't address us? He could hear us and everything, but he didn't talk to us. Who was he? Who was in there earlier talking to you?
During the night?
Yeah, this evening.
Green Hornet? 714 pickup truck?
No. This person was holding a QSO with you for a few minutes.
Red Baron?
No. He seemed like he was down your way.
Down my way.
don't know. This happened tonight?
Yeah, earlier this evening.
Earlier. Like around 3 o'clock earlier, or 4 o'clock, whatever?
No, during Classic Radio Roundup.
I don't know.
Well, did you talk to Pickup Truck personally on the air?
Yeah.
All right, well then maybe that's who it was then. The voice was not recognizable.
Yeah, he's in Philadelphia.
You was talking to Philadelphia, man?
I got to use my 800 watt, my 8 pill to get over that freaking hill so you can hear me.
And you was able to hold a QSO with him?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. He couldn't hear me.
Well, he probably would have heard if he didn't have to turn it off, but yeah, he turned it off and then 10-7. I'm going to try to get him out here next Wednesday night.
Me, Goose.
Oh, yeah, the man behind the hill. Are you talking about the man behind the hill there, Night Train?
It's possible. I don't know who he was, to be honest with you.
He's still out there.
The man behind the hill, you still there?
Yeah, down here in the weeds.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. Where are you located?
Yeah, right by Spring Mountain, right by the mountain.
Oh, roger that. And is that your handle, the man behind the hill?
328, the man behind the big mountain, the big hill, little hill.
Roger on the little hill. Yeah, all right, so now that clears it up. I knew it was a voice I didn't recognize.
How about 328? You copy Joker over here in Bally?
Oh, yeah.
Nice hearing you.
So for the man behind the hill, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, it takes me a little bit to get out. I can't do it raw dog. I can hear him okay.
The Night Train, you only have it out here. That's why I've never heard him before.
Well, you know, I've been up on the other bands a lot lately.
Yeah, this is true.
Night Trains, you're right above the static there. I got you about 2 pounds.
Is that all you got on me? That's a shame.
Yeah, I'm right down here at sea level. Well, creek level.
I'll tell you what, I got you in the red up here.
That's that Browning generous meter.
Yeah, it's very generous, but I do have him in the red.
Yeah, I gotta have a little help for this thing to get out. I got the antenna sitting in the grass.
Oh, is that right? Well, your elevation must be pretty high.
Now the hills around him are pretty high.
I actually have a better signal on you than I do Goose. Goose gives me like a little over a 9, and you give me between a 10 and a 20.
I was gonna say, if your antenna's in the grass, you're hearing everybody, so you're doing well.
That's what I can give you now.
Oh, you up there now. You had to do that. You couldn't take that one. I know you couldn't take that. I was going to pump mine up. How about me now? Look at me go.
I'm doing 10 watts. I wonder, we're probably about the same though, I would imagine. Man over the hill. Good evening, old JR waving a hand.
Yeah, I got you, JR. There's a lot of static down here tonight. Yeah, I only got that antenna on a little tripod. Not even... I gotta reach down to adjust it.
Yeah, you're equal to being just about sea level, right? You're just a little bit above sea level.
Whatever the Perkiomen Creek is.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Right near, I can see that Perkiomen Creek right out of the trolley stop.
You're not sea level, you're creek level.
Yeah, I think I'm around 120 feet, something like that.
Yeah, you're pretty well down there. That's good. You're doing a good job, though. You're not doing bad. I got a good copy on you anyway. So, yeah.
I'm only at 100 feet, but I'm surrounded. I'm like in a bathtub. I'm like surrounded by the mountain and woods, and yeah, it's not ideal conditions.
What antenna are you using?
It's a Mako 5000.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, you're doing good.
I'll get it up on the roof. That'll help out a little bit.
Hopefully this summer.
No, boat time. I ain't got time to mess with that. Wintertime project.
You're not going to be on the boat every single day, are you?
Thursday to Sunday every week.
Okay. Now we still got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's how I got to pay for the boat. I got this little thing. I got to go to work.
And you're taking off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yeah, we work 4/10s. I'm on the boat Thursday night.
Roger. Yeah, so how's she running?
That's good. We took it down to Annapolis last week and rode over to the Preakness in a bus. Watched the horse race. It was pretty cool.
Roger.
Hey, Train, you might remember him. I can't remember his handle at the moment. Who's the other guy we used to talk to down in Spring Mount?
That was Sparky.
Sparky, that's right. Yeah, I used to have his contact. I have to see if I have it anymore.
I had his contact, but the way he disappeared, man, I didn't want to question it there, Breaker.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. That's why I think I've lost the contact, but it's always nice to kind of reach out, say, hey, how you doing, bud?
So what did he do different that weaned you off of wondering?
Just, excuse me, just disappeared real quick.
Suspiciously. I got you. All right. I don't recall ever running into Sparky. It must have been when I was AWOL. Didn't he pass away or something?
No, not that I know of. Bagger says he sees him on Facebook, or Faceplant, he calls it. So that means he's still alive, but I think his situation was personal, and I didn't want to, do that.
Yeah, I think I used to have him on Faceplant. I have to look.
No, I think that's when it passed away. I thought maybe it was the same Sparky.
Well, there was two Sparkies. This one here we're talking about was Sparky 775.
Yeah, I don't think this Sparky had any numbers. If he did, I don't remember him.
Well, this particular Sparky lived on Spring Mountain, and he had a pretty decent elevation. So his station, was far-reaching. He had it going on.
Yeah, I don't know where the Sparky lived at. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, but anyhow, he was gone goose before you came on the scene. And yes, JR, he was gone before you came back on the scene. But he was in there with us for at least, I would say, 7 years.
Boy, that's funny. I don't recall. I heard you guys talk about him, but I don't know. Doesn't ring a bell for me. But then again, so many handles and all that,
Well, he was one of the major players on Classic Radio Roundup. The man had a large collection of radios, man. He was worse than me.
Wow. Yeah, I would say that's a pretty big addiction. So what do you do with all his radios?
Well, that's 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Night Train, did his first name start with a B?
A B. Bravo.
What, is 1, 2, 3 known?
Yeah, B as in Bravo. Because I just looked at my text messages, because he was in the audio video stuff too. So I just looked, and I have it saved name and then Sparky with a lot of audio, video, and more video or more audio and some CB stuff.
You mean selling it?
No, we're sent like you and I do, send pictures back and forth.
Yeah. It's been a long time since I heard from him. And he disappeared in such a way that, I figured it was extremely personal.
Yeah, maybe one of these days I'll send him a text to say, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, well, if you do hear back from him, let me know. I didn't want to be newsy. Since Bagger said he sees him on Facebook, I figured, well, he's all right. It's just that he had some sort of situation that caused him to go off of the air abruptly.
Well, you got sent me a message on Facebook.
I don't have him on my Facebook, but Bagger does.
Yeah, maybe I'll send Bagger a message and ask him what his first name is, and yeah, go from there. It's one of those things. These people drop out, and you wonder. Not being nosy, just hoping well.
Yeah, I understand. I do. But I figured it had to be something extremely personal because he still was on Facebook with Bagger, and he never said what his reason was.
10-4.
But yeah, I got his number and everything, man. If you hear from him, tell him I said hello. But yeah, that thing happened, man. And he had a vast collection of equipment.
Yeah, like I said, we were sharing back and forth like audio stuff for a while.
Yeah, he has some Altec Lansing speakers and stuff. He has Sparkle-Matic 5100B.
All kind of goodies.
Yes, sir. But if you want any of them, you got to see 1, 2, 3.
No, I don't. 1, 2, 3 can't buy nothing. He's not allowed.
But 1, 2, 3 said mine. Ask JR who gets first dibs.
He didn't get first dibs on this 5-pill or this 2-pill. I think it's a 2-pill, 355 HD Hooker box. And this other box I got, it's a Texas Star 500V.
Is that one of the old 500Vs or is that one of the newer ones?
Older ones, but it's missing the pills. But that's okay, I got 4 brand new ones I'm going to stick in it.
You do that yourself?
No. So I think after they go in, I think they had to reset everything. I'm not sure, because there was 2079s in there before Toshibas. I'm putting 4 brand new Toshibas back in it, so I don't know if I got to realign it or what.
Take it down to Kenny, man. If that's one of the old units, that's a good unit. The new ones was junk, man. Me and Rooster both had them, and they just kept on going back to the shop. So the last time mine went to the shop, when it came back all pristine and beautiful, I sold that rascal.
Yeah, old JR threw his out. Yeah, this is an oldie. Oldie, it had Toshibas in it.
JR threw his out?
Yeah, he threw his in the trash.
Oh, JR, you still there?
Yeah, I'm picking my trash.
Bagger said you'd be able to cook on top of this little amplifier. Apparently he must have used it for a little while he was testing it.
Yeah, actually we heard it last Wednesday.
Alright, yeah, it do get hot, but right now I put taller feet on it to transfer more air, and I got the air conditioning on up here.
needs a fan, man.
Roger on the fan.
I never tested mine out yet. It's still in the box.
Yeah, I got a couple things that's still in the box that he fixed for me. But I know he fixed them, so it was no rush. I might even bring one of them pieces up here, you know, because there's a radio that I use for a bedside clock. That's what I was using it for, a bedside clock. You know, never get on the air with it. A very nice radio, so it really needs airtime.
Roger. And I gave him my 2-pill to take a look at. That also got the Tosibas in it.
Roger on the blown out 2-pill.
It ain't blown out.
And why you had to send it to him?
Because the relay ain't working or something. I don't know. When you key up, it stays keyed up. Like the relay's not working and no power's going through it.
All right, yeah. Wonder where Bagger is tonight.
Maybe his power ran out.
I don't know. And then Pete mysteriously disappeared because we were on 2900.
Has anybody ever asked about Wayne yet tonight?
Yeah, Wayne is in here with us right now, Greenie.
Oh, okay. I must have missed him.
You must have went 10-100. Yeah, because he was talking to Bite Buster just briefly. Wayne, can you hear Green Dog?
Yeah, I hear Green Dog.
Hello, Wayne.
Hello, Green Dog. How you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. I was just wondering if, any of the boys checked up on you.
If any of what?
If any of the boys were checking up on you. I didn't hear anybody calling for Wayne, so I might have stepped away for a brief moment, but now I'm back.
Yeah, I can't hear Bite Buster on AM, but I hear him on sideband. So I've had a conversation with him already, but it hasn't been that often.
Yeah, I can kind of relate. It takes me a little while anymore. It takes me a little while to put the voice with the handle. I don't know why that is. I was always pretty good at it. But anymore, I don't know. Maybe I'm just distracted.
Distracted, huh?
Why are you playing around on other bands? Because you're down pretty low.
Yeah, I turned the amp off. Here, I'll throw it back on for you.
No, you don't have to. I hear you. But you're ducking it.
Yeah, I know. I just cruising. I'm sorry.
Oh, you blowing smoke now. What radio are you running tonight there, JR?
I'm on the Kenwood TS2000 tonight.
Roger.
How many radios do you have to choose from when you put your hand in that jug and pull out that piece of paper?
Normally 4. Yeah, normally I have 4.
And Roger, I was just kind of curious when Train asked. That made me wonder, now what's JR got tucked up in that room? Now, I have only seen that room once, and that was many years ago.
Oh, wow. Boy, I'm trying to remember what year that was. Oh, man. That's many, many moons, I can tell you that.
I think it was before my son was born, and that was in 05. I don't really remember. Somewhere you have a picture that Seven took And I think there's a date on it when we were working on that tower.
Yeah, I have a picture of that somewhere in my picture folder. It pops up now and again. I kind of chuckled. Yeah. I think it was 2:05, to be honest with you.
Oh, if it was, he would have been in the womb because that was beginning of summer, I think. And my son was born in, hold on, wow, December.
Well, yeah, I know it was in good weather because we had a barbecue. The wife cooked out there on the barbecue, I believe. So I know it had to be in good weather. It wasn't like in the fall or anything. As a matter of fact, everybody was wearing short sleeves and stuff. So yeah, it had to be during the summer.
Yeah, and then you tried to drown us all in your pool afterwards.
Yeah, we had a party going on there.
Go ahead, break. Hey, hello, who's that out there? I didn't quite catch that. JR, can you hear that gentleman out there?
I barely hear him. Hey, who is that out there, Breaker? Oh, it's Skippy. Can you imagine that? Skippy, long time no hear.
Yeah, Skippy, we were just asking about you the other night. Man, what's going on, Skippy? You're not so loud like you normally are.